Hey guys, Chris here from Carolot Farm. Today is the day we are officially going to be merging my mini Lady and her friend Timber, who lives in the neighboring field. These two girls have been buddies for quite some time, but today, because this grass is so tall, we want to merge them because Lady is needing help mowing down her field. So join me now as we start to do this slowly but surely, and Ella's gonna also get a little ride in. Just to give you a little background on Lady here, she is 28 to 30 years old. She is a mini cross Appaloosa. And when I adopted her about a year ago, she was very thin. She looks great now, but I just don't want her to get too heavy, which is why we're wanting to scale back and bring in a helper to aid in eating that grass in her field. Lady's field here. Her paddock is looking a bit more like a hay pasture these days. It's very tall, needs a mow, and we mowed this little paddock area maybe a week and a half ago, and it's already super tall again. So she needs a partner in crime to help eat all of this grass down, and that will also give Timber's fields a little chance to rest and grow a bit more. They look good, but they are shorter than Lady's paddock. Yes, more grass than you need. Our plan is to slowly get Lady closer and closer to Timber while we are still there to help monitor their interactions. So as Ella is lunging, I'm standing outside the ring and Lady is just watching. Once Ella starts to ride, I will bring Lady inside the ring. And again, that is just one more step closer to eventually having these two mares as pasture mates. Lady's like, hey Timber. What you doing? Lady's gonna come over and try to help you, Ella. Oh, no food in the bucket, I promise. No food. Now that Ella is on Timber and they're walking, I've brought Lady in just to hang out.
Oh, she's rolling.
But she's rolling. That was like a stop, drop, and roll right there. I'm gonna give her her rope, and once she gets up, I will hold on to her. And Ella and Timber are just walking, but it looks like she wants to roll again. So I'm gonna let her and just try to keep the rope out of her way, silly girl. Well, letting go of it's probably the safest thing for right now. Don't get too close, Ella, okay?
No.
When she hops up, I don't want her to startle Timber or playfully get her too excited. Up and over we go. Lady said she is getting a good back scratch. All right. Now I've got my pony back under control. Silly girl. Hopefully all of that's done. Although she looks like she wants to roll once again. She's really enjoying being out here, I think. And while we're doing all of this silly stuff, Ella and Timber are just doing their work. Doing good work out there. Lady seems very happy, and Timber does not seem to mind one bit. So really what we're doing right now with Lady here hanging out with Timber while Ella's riding is trying to get these two girls even more acclimated before they officially are turned out together for a time. They've been good buddies, like I told you earlier, but we just want to make sure that everyone is really comfortable and content before we turn these girls out. As you watch Ella and Timber trot around the ring, you can see Timber is not at all fazed by Lady's presence. She's quiet, she's relaxed, and she's just getting down to business. I'm very pleased.
She looks a lot better this way.
Yeah, she looks very good, Ella. Nice and forward, very workmanlike today. Working on bending her around the inside leg. Very nice. Towards the end of their ride, Ella and Timber worked over a few little low cavaletti. We had some ground poles around the riding area, and they did a little canter work, and they're coming along so nicely. Once Ella was finished, it was time to cool Timber out, and Lady was, yes, still close by.
It's full enough where she can drink it.
Good, yeah, that's something that we'll have to keep an eye on. We've just taken Lady's lead rope off. She went over to check out the water trough. And she's, checking out her new surroundings. Timber's still very happily cooling out. Maybe another roll is in her future. I love this picture because it just shows how fond Lady is of Timber, and Timber is quite fond of Lady as well. Lady might be thinking about coming into the run-in to say hi to Timber. We've got the gate open. Both mares have their halters on. Ella's just putting her tack and grooming equipment away. See what these two girls think. We hope they think nothing other than, hey, how you doing? Lady's wondering if Ellie has any treats for her. Got any treats for me, Elle?
Sorry.
Lady would love to be a helper.
Lady's like, what is this mustache?
Yeah, checking out the run-in, the salt block. Oh, Lady says, yes, please. All of our minis and Timber have salt blocks in their field. We have the salt minerals. And Timber's feed tub. Sometimes she leaves a few morsels in there, Lady.
Timber's like, what is happening?
And Timber is just standing here quietly, taking it all in. Exactly what we had hoped for. Two very content, confident, calm mares. I did hear Timber just nicker to Lady. She wants to go out into the field, but I think she wants Lady to come with her. And Lady's pretty happy still checking out her new surroundings. Later on today, we'll let these two mares into Lady's paddock, and then they can also inspect her run-in. Timber's still waiting for Lady to come and join her.
I'll take the shade out.
And Lady's still hanging out here, trying to help.
Oh my goodness. Timber's like, what's happening?
Even Timber's getting in on the rolling action. Good back scratch after her bath. Oh, it's a lot of work to go up and over. Couldn't be happier with how quiet these ladies are. Hoping that eventually the girls will come out of Timber's area and begin to explore Lady's paddock next door as well as her run-in and hope to eat down that grass. You can see just how independent these two mares are. Although they're turned out together for their first day, they're off in separate corners of the field, just happily grazing, doing their own thing. You can see where Timber has already chosen to enter this paddock and start grazing. Lady is just on the other side still, so Ella's going to catch her, bring her into this near paddock, close the gate, and then the girls are going to spend the afternoon here. We want them to eat this grass down, like I was telling you, and I want them to check out Lady's run-in. There's hay in there, so I think Timber will be very happy this afternoon, but she is already very pleased with the grass. Timber said there is some really good grass out here. Might have to cut everyone's grain back a little. There's so much to eat out here right now. These girls are looking really good. We don't want them to get too heavy, so I do have to keep a close eye on them. But it is so good for your horses to eat grass if they can. So this is a great thing for Timber for sure. And it will help Lady because there will not be quite so much grass for her to eat all by herself. But here she comes. I think she sees Ella coming, and she's going to choose to come on in here on her own, I believe. Here she comes. She said, Ella, I didn't need you to bring me. I knew what to do. I knew what to do. Our electric fence is not currently on, so. Oh, here comes Lady. I think she's coming up to the run-in or to her water maybe. That was pretty silly. So Lady just went into her run-in, and Timber is making a beeline for her as well. So lots to look at. You know, we have all sorts of mowers and other things under that same run-in outside of the horses lot, but there's a lot to take in. But they have a fan, they have shade, and they have hay in there. Ella has just taken Timber's halter off. We did keep halters on earlier when we first introduced the mares, but because they're doing so well, we've taken Timber's halter off to put her mask on. Her mask has this long nose piece, and it's to protect her nose from the sun. Her long white blaze is very sensitive, and so we want to get the mask on as soon as we can to protect her. And like I say, they're doing so good, we weren't so concerned about the halters. Lady's halter is under her mask because she has an oversized mask, so we'll take hers off later in the day. They're just doing so good together. Thing one and thing two. So after briefly checking out the run-in, Timber decided that she really would rather come out and eat more grass. Lady might stay inside and hang out in the shade. She's becoming more fond, I think, of the shade, and then her fan you can see up in that right corner. But these girls are doing great. We'll keep checking on them throughout the day, but no real concerns at this point in time. As a horse owner, it's so hard, I find, to bring myself to mow the grass. So many people would do so much to have more than enough grass for their horses, and that's where I find myself. But with my little guys, if they eat too much, they can absolutely get sick, and I don't want that to happen. Lady's already getting quite round. You can see here, she's pleasantly plump, and we don't want her to founder, so she definitely needs help keeping her grass in check, and what better way than to share it with her good friend Timber. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was really fun to integrate, finally, Timber and Lady. You know, they've been buddies for quite some time, many months now, and they've been pasture mates. Well, they've been neighboring pasture mates with that shared fence line. And so we knew they were good friends, but today was the official day to merge them. And again, couldn't have been happier. Check back soon, we'll have more updates, and we hope to see you in the future. Bye, guys.